Hey guys, CDTVThaG here, and the G, of course, stands for gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. And today we are going to be reacting to the new EP from Lil Nas X, 7, which he of course named after the score that Anthony Fantano gave to Dance. So most of this is pretty new to me. There's two tracks that I've heard on here, and that's Old Town Road and the Old Town Road remix. Haven't heard Panini yet, but I know there's a lot of people listening to it. Apparently it could be Lil Nas X's next hit, which is good. I'm really happy about his success. I don't get why people get so mad about the fact that he blew up off of one song. But regardless, I'm not too sure what I want to hear from this, because I'm not sure how much of it is going to be focused on that kind of country trap sound. Personally, I'd want to hear more kind of diversity on this project than anything. I'd be happy with like 2 or 3 country trap songs and then the rest being something else, because I think there's a lot of people that want Lil Nas X to continue with this country trap sound, but I don't really think he should box himself into that. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So we're going to start with track number 1, which is the Old Town Road remix featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, which of course I have heard. I don't think there's a single person on this planet who hasn't heard this song at this point. And yeah, I really like it. I think it's a very enjoyable song. It's a song that kind of appeals to everybody. I don't like country, but I do like rap, and I love this song. I've got friends that don't like country or rap, and they love this song. I don't know why, it just appeals to so many people. You ain't been up off that porch now. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Like, this part of the track is legitimately catchy. It sounds good, man. Hat down, cross town, living like a rock star. Like I said, I don't like country, but Billy Ray Cyrus had a hard-ass verse on this song. Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. People lost their shit about this whistle at the end of the track. Like, it's nice, but chill. But yeah, not much to say about that. It's just a really nice, happy song. Good seeing two genres come together like that, and seeing them kind of collaborate like that was so unexpected at first, and it's just really nice. You know, imagine if like 90% of country artists were like, oh, I'll hit those slow on the resurrect story. He's disrespecting country by making a country trap song. You know, some dumb stuff like that, but that's not how it was. So next up, let's go to the first track that I haven't heard on this project. It's one that Lil Nas has teased for a while. I've heard like a little bit of a snippet, like the first line of the chorus, and then I turned it off because I realized I hate listening to snippets. I don't want to hear what your EP sounds like before I listen to the EP. Track number 2, Panini. Okay, the whistling on this is smooth though. The whistling thing is growing on me already, god damn it. Hey Panini, don't you be a meanie. Thought you wanted me to go. Why you trying to keep me teeny? I got fans finally, and you wanted them to see me. Oh, nice, okay. You want this for my life. I just said to me what you want from me. Man, he's got a pretty unique rhyme scheme on the first verse of this. I've rarely ever heard someone rhyme with like meanie and panini in a rap song. This is nice so far. Basically from the lyrics, it's clear that he's talking about fans that kind of love him when he's a smaller artist, and it's kind of like he's their underground gem that they like listening to. And then he blows up, and all those fans suddenly don't like him because he's blown up. And it's a perfectly suitable topic for him to talk about, because it's insanely ridiculous the level that he blew up to so quickly. Really liking the way he's used his voice so far. I mean, this is like the second track I've heard from him properly, but I'm liking what he's doing on here. It's nice. Hey Panini, don't you be a meanie. Thought you wanted me to go. Why you trying to keep me teeny now? This for my life, for my life. I swear this EP is about to have so many songs that are just gonna get stuck in my head. Still want you as a fan. I'ma need a sit down. I don't mean to make demands, but I need you to say to me. The whistles again. There's gonna be a whistle on every single track, isn't there? Panini's a really good track. I like that one. It was a pretty simple song. You could definitely say this one was a lot more of like a standard kind of rap song, but I still think Lil Nas X definitely has his own kind of, you know, fingerprint on this track. And he has a pretty smooth voice, man. It sounds good on rap tracks like this one. Got catchy refrains, catchy hooks on here. Just, he knows how to make something catchy. He knows how to do it. And like I said, I do like the subject matter that he tackled on here. Talking about fans that switched up on him and kind of asking, you know, what do you want? What do you want me to do? What kind of songs do you want me to make now? Super short, but I'm not expecting much more from this album than super short, quite catchy songs. And that's what this was. I really like Panini. It's another really good song. So up next, we have track number 3, F9 Malay, You and Me. He likes his numbers, man. Oh, we've got a more rock vibe on this one already. Okay. I'm not a big fan of like rock as a genre anywhere, or like punk as a genre. Then again, I'm not a fan of country, but I like Old Town Road, so I don't know, this one just doesn't work as well for me. Where's the whistle? There we go. Okay. Yeah, not so much a fan of that one. Like I said, I'm just not a big fan of rock at all. And I do think it's cool because, like I said at the start of the video, I do want to see him kind of blending with more genres on here. But I don't think the way he did this one worked that much for me. It almost sounded way too typical. Old Town Road, it definitely has a lot of elements of a country song, but it's also got its own flavor to it that makes it sound unique when compared to a bunch of other country songs. Of course, there's also the trap element in there, but you know, it sounds very different, whereas this to me just sounded like a relatively typical rock song. I don't think Lil Nas X did anything really necessarily interesting with this one. It does have a nice message, but yeah, sound-wise, it's not a track that I care for that much. We got the whistle at the end, which was cool. I like that. You know, we're getting some continuity here. The theme of this seems to very much be whistling. So next up, track number 4, Kick It.
To me, for 3, see if you need, get it for me. See if you want it, as I got it, nigga, we should go and kick it. See you wanna move, but we was cool, now don't forget it. Now you all over the place. Check to your, see your face.
Nice jazz elements on the instrumental.
See you on the TV, heard that billboard took your chart and play. Heard your snippets on that G-Man, tell me what's the drop in this run. To me.
I do like that there's concepts behind all the tracks. Clearly talking about a fan that's quite, you know, obsessed with Nas. Oh my god. Nice.
Oh, you just that nigga that can't pick up, coulda let me know.
This is like his version of Stan.
Wanna let me know. You'll fall off, I'll give it all. Too much give or take all.
So yeah, that one was kind of similar thematically to Panini. It's about an obsessive fan that is really obsessed with Lil Nas X at first, but then when Lil Nas X doesn't get back to him, doesn't like reply to him or whatever, the fan's just like, oh well, I don't care anymore, you're gonna fall off in 2 months. So yeah, slightly different the way he told it, but it was still about a fan turning on him. But then again, it makes sense for him to make a couple of songs that have that message because he's still like relatively early on in his career, and you know, with him blowing up, it's probably one of the main things on his mind, just like fans that wanted him to blow up just turning on him all of a sudden. Overall, like this wasn't a bad song at all, but I don't think it like hit the highs of the first 2 tracks that I like so much. It feels like those first 2 ones were just like the main ones from this album, and this one was pretty good, but nothing amazing. I wasn't feeling the chorus that much, or Nas's vocals, honestly. I wasn't feeling Nas's vocals that much. It's not that they were bad, I just don't think he necessarily did anything interesting or exciting with them. I did like the instrumental on this one. The instrumental was really cool. That I think it was the saxophone in the background was really cool. Like, I like those kind of jazzy elements to rap beats. It mixes very well. I liked it more than Family, but I didn't absolutely love it. Track number 5, another one of the bigger tracks from this album, just, you know, judging by what I've seen people say about the project. It's Lil Nas X and Cardi B with Rodeo. Cardi B being like the only feature other than Billy Ray on here. And I'm assuming by the title that this is going to be another one with a country vibe to it. Day Trip again? I'm never going to forgive the guys in Take a Day Trip because they had a part in producing Mo Bamba. The song that just, I've never been the same since I listened to it, and it's not a good thing. How does he do country vocals so well? It sounds so natural. This is the big difference here with like Lil Nas X and that Like a Farmer song by Lil Tracy. I haven't listened to it in a long time, but I remember when I first heard that song, Like a Farmer, I kind of didn't take it seriously because it did sound like it was more of a joke type song, something that was just made for fun. Whereas Lil Nas X just somehow sounds so natural with his country delivery. I don't know how. It just sounds like second nature to him at this point. He's got his country rapping voice down to a T. Oh. I'm more of a fan of like the pre-chorus on this one than the chorus, but it's a nice sounding track so far. This is a good one.
Gunshot, thought you heard about me, must not, last nigga can be dirty, like a bathroom in a truck stop, can't be no nigga ex, I could only be his widow.
That was kind of a hard line. Can't be his ex, I could only be his widow. Suggesting that if her man breaks her heart, she's gonna kill him. Not 100% true, because Offset is still alive, but it's a hard line.
Rather see you in a hearse than see you with some other bitch.
Okay. She worked well on this track. Oh, this was another one that I really liked. And I liked Cardi on this song. She provided well to the message of the song. Nas X was good. His country delivery just sounds so natural. It just comes to him so easily. Maybe he should just make more country trap songs because he does them pretty well. So, a pretty good song. But take a day trip, you're still not forgiven for having a part in producing Mo Bamba. Track number 6, Bring You Down. Maybe another kind of rock vibe on this one. I like his voice more on this track than on Family. Seriously, why are you not getting more hyped up? That's like a really good instrumental. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? I guess it's one of those things that just didn't hit me at the time, but just a side note, I love that instrumental now. Production is, even though I'm not a rock fan, the production is pretty solid on this one. It's nicely done. Got nice towards the end there, but still not a track that I'm super fond of. It's about people trying to cancel his career because they see him rising up. I do respect the experimentation, even if I don't love all of it here. I do like what he's doing, if that makes sense. I don't like necessarily how a lot of these tracks sound, but I respect the fact that he's kind of blending these different genres. It's something that's quite impressive. But let's move on to the last track that I haven't heard. Track number 7, Closure, You Like, or C7 Osier. 7 works better as an L. If you just kind of flip the 7 upside down, it's an L now. That works a lot better than 9 does as an A. Oh yeah, we didn't get a whistle on the last track. Did we get one on the one before that?
It's like it's always what you like.
Oh.
It's always what you like.
Just the way it kind of subtly harmonizes, it makes the choruses sound so much more full.
No more red light for me, baby. Only green, I gotta go.
This one's smooth, man.
What you like. This is what I gotta do. Can't be regretting when I'm old.
Nice stuff on this one. That's good as like a final track. I'm pretty sure Old Town Road is considered kind of as a bonus track on this one, because we already have the remix. The EP is called 7 and this is the 7th track, so in my mind this is the last one. But man, that was quite smooth. I liked what he did here. On the verse, the high-pitched vocals were a little bit shaky at first, but they got better after like the first 2 lines. And yeah, I kind of took the lyrics about him wanting to kind of grow as an artist and move forward and not kind of be held back or boxed into a certain type of sound, which is good. You know, I'd like to see him do that. I'd like to see him kind of grow and evolve, experiment with new things, which he definitely did a bit of on here, just not all of it like landed for me personally. But that's just me. It was one of the most kind of like open and revealing like personal tracks on the album, which was cool. I really liked this one. Loved how it sounded for the most part. The instrumental was really nice, really simple, but it worked. But we're not done yet, of course, so we're just gonna listen to the last track. Of course, I've already heard this one. Track number 8, Old Town Road. We're just gonna let this one play. Didn't realize that this song was under 2 minutes long. It's got some short ass songs, man.
Lean all in my baby, cheated on my baby. You can go and ask.
And there we go, that is the 7 EP by Lil Nas X over. The 7 EP with 8 tracks. Telling you, man, it's named after the score Anthony Fantano gave to Damn. Anyone who can leave the best sort of logical reason as to why this track would be named after the score that Anthony Fantano gave to Damn, I'll give you a nice big old heart and I'll pin your comment, okay? That's the deal. So overall, I think this was an okay EP, like overall. The main highlights for me here, like the two that I really loved, were Panini and Closure. I thought those tracks were really, really good. Panini, I could potentially see that becoming another hit song, you know. I don't want Lil Nas X to be a one-hit wonder. There was people saying he was a one-hit wonder like 2 weeks after Old Town Road blew up, and it's like, bruh, you didn't even give him a chance to bring out a second hit. I think Panini or Rodeo might be the one. As you can tell from what I said about the songs, Family, Kick It, and Bring You Down are tracks that I'm really not gonna come back to that much, which is about half of the EP. I like Closure because it seemed like a lot more of a serious track, and on top of that, it just sounded really good. Yeah, overall, I can't really say that I love this. I'm sure Lil Nas X is working on an album though, and I'd be really excited to see what he does on there, but only time will tell. He was kind of put in a spot where he really had to drop some music quickly, so hopefully he just continues to evolve as an artist as he goes on. I definitely, you know, want to give him a chance to like fully flesh out his sound, what he wants to do, and see him continue to improve it. So that is what I think of the 7 EP by Lil Nas X. What do you guys think of this project? Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite tracks were, what your least favorite tracks were. That's all I got to say for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one, and this is CDTVThaG signing out.